Frieren is undoubtedly one of the best adventure anime series out there. But what if I told you there's a lot to explore? What if I told you you haven't scratched the surface yet? Well, if you enjoy the slow-paced storytelling, thrilling adventures, and the journey of time, then here's 10 different anime that's definitely gonna pick your interest. And if you haven't already, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to this channel for similar contents. With that out of the way, let's count down. Number 10. Wandering Witch: The Journey of Elena. If Frieren's plot is what caught your interest, then The Journey of Elena is an anime you may want to watch. It follows a young girl, Elena, who was fascinated with stories of a wandering witch that traveled and documented her journey across the world. Seeking the thrill of adventure herself, Elena graduates as the youngest witch in history and begins her own journey, encountering and touching the lives of many people along the way. And just like Frieren, it features a lot of elements like magic, witches, meeting new people, and journeying across a fantasy world. But that's not all, because we've got In the Land of Leadale. Now this adds a bit of isekai to all the adventures. It tells the story of Kana Kagami, a young girl on life support who can only find solace in a VR MMORPG called Leadale when her life support fails. She wakes up to find that she has been permanently transported into Leadale 200 years into the future as High Elf Kana. She seizes her second chance at life, and just like Frieren, tries to create new connections with the residents of the virtual game. The next is Made in Abyss. Both Made in the Abyss and Frieren share fantasy worlds that can be thrilling to explore, but also get surprisingly dark. And despite that, the series is arguably one of the best fantasy anime there is. It tells the story of Riko, whose mother, a famous cave raider, ventured into the abyss and never returned. And when Riko finds a humanoid robot, she believes it to be a sign from her missing mother and sets out to explore the depths of the abyss herself. It's best to know the main characters share similarities, with both being driven by ghosts of their past. And adding a little bit of romance, we've got Spice and Wolf. The series follows a wandering merchant named Kraft Lawrence, who encounters the wolf deity, Holo, while passing through a small town. He agrees to accompany Holo to her home, far in the north, in exchange for her wisdom in his business dealings along the way. Spice and Wolf explores many plot points and themes similar to Frieren. Both involve a shared journey between human and non-human companion, focusing on interpersonal relationships and the struggle of understanding one another. The Ancient Magus's Bride. Only a few anime are able to capture the wonder and mystery of magic like this series. Its story revolves around Chise Hattori, a young Japanese girl who was abandoned and auctioned to the magus Elias Ainsworth. Expecting a life of servitude, Chise is surprised to learn Elias purchased her because he needed an apprentice. Thus begins Chise's journey as a magus. What's so strikingly similar about Frieren and the series is not just their shared wonder for magic, but Frieren and Chise themselves. Well, let's get ready to explore a place further than the universe. While it's missing the same fantasy setting as Frieren, the series does a splendid job of capturing the otherworldly beauty of our world's own natural wonders. Its story revolves around a group of girls who, through various circumstances, embark on a journey to Antarctica, forming close bonds, getting to know each other while sharing an adventure, which draws many parallels to Frieren's journey with her own party. Number 4. Kino's Journey. Now, this series might seem to have a different tone and setting from Frieren, but it tells the story of Kino, a 15-year-old traveler, and his talking motorcycle as they travel through various lands and encounter all sorts of people and customs. Like the habitual wanderer that Frieren is, Kino, too, drifts from place to place with no set path in mind. Both anime feature episodic encounters where the characters meet and meaningfully connect with various people. Next is To Your Eternity. Rather than being an elf, this time the story begins when a strange orb is cast down to Earth that has the ability to adapt and take on the form of anything it encounters. As the orb transforms from creatures and people it meets, it discovers new experiences and gradually learns what it means to be human. And of course, there are various similarities to Frieren. Both stories showcase an outsider's perspective on humanity and deal with companionship, loss, and personal growth. We've got Mushoku Tensei. Yeah, I know. What the hell is an ecchi anime doing here? But hey, they're pretty similar in most ways, except for the ecchi though. Rudius journeys through the demon continent, Frieren does the same, but this time all around the world. Both shows have storytelling that is more character-focused than plot. And look, both are magical experts. And off to the final one, we've got Violet Evergarden. This is most likely the anime that is closest in spirit to Frieren, as they're both set in what could be considered the aftermath of the main storylines. Both Frieren and Violet share similarities in how their unique circumstances have left them desensitized to themselves and the world around them. At heart, both stories are journeys of self-discovery that tend to leave a lasting emotional impact on the viewer. And if this video left an impact, be sure to subscribe to this channel for similar content. Alright? Now we can't expect these series to be exactly Frieren, but they do have similarities if you get what I mean. And if you want to see a video of all 10 anime similar to Mashle, then click here.